Okay, guys, everybody listen up. We're gonna back the truck up. We're gonna back the truck way, way up today. Before any of you guys were even on Earth, because a lot of people, because I've been doing so many like podcasts and interviews and stuff like that, people always want to know, like, you know, kind of how I got started in this whole thing. Not so much being a coach, but when I was like your guys' age and kind of growing up and getting started. And some of you kind of know that story, but I just want to back up and explain it. There's going to be so many powerful things here. Okay, I like the fact you're taking notes right here. You get another t-shirt. I like that when people take responsibility and they have their own initiative. But there was at 12 years old, a lot of you guys started a lot younger than I did. At 12 years old, I picked up a tennis racket, and I lived, believe it or not, a half mile from a park. Right now I live a half mile from the park, so my whole life has come full circle. So I picked up a racket, I went down and hit against the wall, and I really liked it because it always came back, and there was no arguments, and I just loved to hear that sound of that ball hitting against the wall. And I'd stay out there 5, 6, 7 hours a day, just hitting against the wall, hitting ground strokes. The nets, see those nets? They were steel, like this. This was at the net. And windscreens, there was no windscreens. And the courts, I mean, the courts in Compton looked a lot better than the courts I grew up on. So going to Compton was like an upgrade, but that was a joke. So at the end of the day, okay, there was not a lot of people to play. Eventually you find people to play, but growing up in Ohio, okay, the weather's not really like this. So then, during the winter time, how was I gonna practice? I wasn't gonna drive all the way to Dayton, Ohio, which was 30, 40 miles away, and pay for indoor courts like some of you guys do in Chicago or wherever. There's no way. So at the end of the day, a winner finds a way. So after a basketball practice, all the guys are in there, okay? My best friend became the janitor, okay? Kind of like the maintenance guys here. Here's some of my best friends. When they're in there showering, I've got the T2000. You guys know what that is? There's like a metal racket, looked like from outer space, okay? And I would just hit ground strokes against the wall of the gym until the janitor closed. I was the last one to leave, okay? And this was after school. I would hit for an hour after basketball practice, 2.5 hours against the wall, okay, practicing, all right? Then, after that, I'd run home. I lived a half mile from the park. I'd have a steak, a baked potato, water, okay? Now I eat chicken. I've kind of changed my whole diet here. Then, after that, my mom would get in the car. We'd go back to the school. Now, this was probably like 8 o'clock. Behind the school, okay, there's a big parking lot and a wall. If it snowed, I would get a shovel and I would shovel a lane just like this alley, okay? My mom would be behind me and I'd be hitting ground strokes. Bang, bang. I didn't say bang back then, I do now, okay? It's bang, bang. I'd be hitting ground strokes against the wall with the light shining on the wall, and I'd practice. And you know what? If I didn't keep that ball in a straight line and follow through correctly, the ball would go into the snow. And if you ever had a ball go into the snow, it doesn't go anywhere. So that finite focus to keep that ball going, but at the end of the day, instead of being home or whatever, okay, that would come later, practice. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And this happened every winter, okay? After basketball practice, hitting against the wall, okay? And then using the imagination. I'm playing this guy in the finals of the state championship someday, or whoever, okay? Maybe someday playing Jimmy Connors. We kind of had the same haircut, okay? Maybe playing whatever it was, okay? But to fast forward the story, as a kid, no lessons, no help, 18 years old, #1 in the Ohio Valley, whatever that means, okay? That means something. #1 in the Ohio Valley, never had a lesson. Eventually beaten a lot of people that played for Stanford, Florida State, sorry Jay, okay, beat a lot of players, got to play the Dayton Pro Qualifier, a $450,000 tournament, battled a guy who won the NCAA, and it was all because of mental strength, athleticism. But the moral of the story, at the end of the day, a winner finds a way. Instead of saying, oh, look at all these guys. There was guys that wouldn't even play with me when I was like 14, 15. You know what? When I was 17, even though I shouldn't have played with them, I wanted to play with them. So I gave them some of those donuts that you got over there from Dunkin', okay? Okay? Yeah, I saw those donuts, okay. So all I'm trying to say is this. If you want to be the best you can be, okay? And that's what this is all about. There was no way I was going to like make it like high on the Pro Tour or anything like that. But that's why you guys got to listen to me. Just be the best you can be. No excuses. Find a way, because at the end of the day, your head's going to get stronger. And remember what I just said. If you're not getting better, what's happening?